Hello everyone and welcome to Evolution of Monster Hunter Games. Monster Hunter is a 2004 action role-playing video game developed and published by Capcom for the PlayStation 2. Monster Hunter places the player in the role of an up-and-coming hunter who must accomplish various quests to achieve glory. Armors, weapons, and other items are created from the remains of slain monsters by carving off their horns, scales, and bones, as well as from mining for ores in the field. Monster Hunter Freedom is an 2005 action role-playing video game developed and published by Capcom for the PlayStation Portable. This game revolves around the player completing quests and gathering materials to upgrade their equipment in order to advance. The more rare the items and equipment, the stronger the main physical aspects of the character will be. Monster Hunter 2 was released in 2006. The game features additions, such as a day-night cycle, inclusion of seasons, monsters and weapon types that would eventually become mainstays, such as the longsword and hunting horn. A new feature in Monster Hunter 2 is the use of gems. Gems add skill points to complement those added by armor and weapons. Monster Hunter Frontier Online was a 2007 MMORPG for PC. In an attempt to reach a wider audience across multiple gaming platforms, a variety of presets were made available to customize the overall game experience. Heavy Mode presented the game with the highest graphics and audio settings. Medium presented the game in middle range settings. Monster Hunter Freedom 2 was released in 2007. Most quests in Monster Hunter Freedom 2 involve killing one or two boss-class monsters. Smaller quests at the beginning will involve gathering items and killing small creatures. Quests are generally divided into 3 difficulty levels. Monster Hunter 3 was released in 2009. Players of Monster Hunter Tri take on the role of a hunter from the Hunting Guild, assigned to help Moga Village, a small fishing community that is under threat of monsters from a nearby deserted island. The player does this by completing free hunts on the island, where they collect materials and slay or capture monsters, which are converted into resources that can be used to improve the village. Monster Hunter Portable 3rd was released in 2010. Portable 3rd is an original title that adapts the core content of Monster Hunter Tri into a new single-player campaign, adding supplemental original content. The game introduces regions, monsters, and a revised feline combat system. Quests are divided into 2 main branches: villages quests obtained from the village chief. Monster Hunter 4 was released in 2015. New to Monster Hunter 4 is movement and combat that places more emphasis on 3-dimensional movement. Walls can be climbed more fluidly, and players can use height advantages to jump on and attack or even mount creatures. The game also eliminates underwater sections that were present in Monster Hunter 3. Monster Hunter Frontier G was an 2015 expansion pack for Monster Hunter Frontier Online. Monster Hunter Frontier G had a number of promotional outfits available as part of collaborations with other companies. These included characters from Fire Emblem, Sengoku Basara, Street Fighter, Fate Stay Night, as well as Hatsune Miku, and many more. Monster Hunter Generations was released in 2015. Major additions in this installment include special attacks, new combat styles, and the ability to play as felines, who have traditionally only appeared as a companion to the player. Monster Hunter Generations, in addition to the new Prowler mode, which allows the player to take the role of a feline, a sentient cat-like species. Monster Hunter Stories was released in 2016. Monster Hunter Stories lets players take on the role of a rider instead of a hunter, and are able to take part in a traditional turn-based battle system. Major changes and additions featured in this title include hatching eggs and befriending monsters. Monster Hunter World was released in 2018. The player takes the role of a player-created character who travels to the New World, an unpopulated landmass filled with monsters, to join the research commission that studies the land from their central command base of Ostera. The research commission tasks the hunter to hunt down and either kill or capture large monsters that roam outside Ostera to both protect the commission and to study the monsters there. Monster Hunter Riders was released in 2020 on mobile devices. The game retains the core animation style and spirit of the franchise, and players will be able to collect the popular monsters. It features a completely original story and is set in the Phrygia continent, where once suffered from a catastrophic disaster. Monster Hunter Stories 2: Wings of Ruin was released in 2021. At each new destination, players must make use of their monsties' unique abilities to reach new areas and uncover hidden valuables. Players will engage in thrilling turn-based combat as they utilize familiar Monster Hunter weapons, strategic skills, and devastating kinship attacks to overcome enemy encounters. Monster Hunter Rise was released in 2021. Rise follows many of the new conventions established in Monster Hunter World, while also introducing new features and mechanics, including a new animal companion called a Palamute that can be used to ride across the map or into battle, and the use of wirebugs to traverse the world and mount and ride certain monsters. Monster Hunter Now is a 2023 augmented reality mobile game developed by Niantic. Monster Hunter Now uses the player's real-life location to place an avatar on the gameplay map, which is divided in-game into different types of terrain. Players can interact with small and large monsters on the map by tapping on them, triggering combat. Monster Hunter Wilds is an upcoming game developing by Capcom. The hunter now has a raptor-like companion called a Secret, which appears to serve a similar purpose to the Palamute, with the added ability of bounding between rock formations, gliding, and accessing equipment. The hunter can now take to weapons into a hunt and can swap between them by mounting their Secret.
I've selected you.